There's a silent shift happening in your body. Not loud, not painful, just a little harder to stand, a little slower to move. It's not your imagination, and it's not aging. It's muscle loss, and it begins quietly in your 50s, but the right food, not a supplement, can help restore what age is trying to take away. You wake up slower than usual. You sit on the edge of your bed and your legs hesitate. Not from pain, not from injury, just hesitation. You stand, but it feels different, like something inside you isn't responding the way it used to. Grocery bags feel heavier, stairs feel steeper, and chairs seem deeper than before. And slowly, a new feeling replaces the old one. It's not just tiredness, it's uncertainty. You tell yourself it's aging, that it's normal. But what if it's not? There's a name for what's happening. Sarcopenia, and no one talks about it. Sarcopenia isn't a buzzword, it's not a trend. It's now officially classified as a medical the truth about sarcopenia disease by the World Health Organization. It's a progressive loss of muscle mass and strength, and it begins as early as your 50s, whether you're active or not. By your 60s, you could be losing up to 1% of your muscle every year by your 70s. That loss can accelerate to 3%, and if nothing changes, it can quietly erode up to a third of your total muscle mass. The worst part? Most people don't notice until something goes wrong. A fall, a stumble, a glass of water. You can't hold, and then the body begins to break faster, because without muscle, every system struggles. But here's the truth. No one tells you sarcopenia is not your fault, and more importantly, it's not permanent muscle. Isn't just for the young. It's one of the most responsive tissues in the body, even in your 70s, 80s and beyond. You can rebuild it, you can regain stability, and you don't need a gym or a personal trainer. According to a groundbreaking study from Harvard Medical School, seniors in their 70s and 80s were able to reverse muscle loss in just 6 weeks using one simple approach. Food, not pills, not powders, not some extreme diet, just real food delivered at the right time in the right way to send a message to your muscles. Wake up, grow back, you're needed again. Because food doesn't just fuel you. It communicates with your body, and certain foods carry messages that say, rebuild, repair, restore. In the next section, we'll introduce one of the most overlooked muscle repairing foods. It's not expensive, it's not exotic, it might even be in your pantry right now. But before we get there, ask yourself something. Have your legs felt unfamiliar lately? Do you tire out faster than you used to, doing the exact same things? Does your body feel like it's asking for help, but not the kind you know how to give? Then stay with us, because the next few minutes might be the beginning of your quiet return to strength. Let's start with something simple. Not a supplement, not an expensive protein shake, just a grain. You've probably seen it on the shelf 100 times, maybe even cooked it. Food, not pills, rebuilds. Strength once or twice, brown rice. The quiet, humble grain you've overlooked for years. But inside this soft, nutty staple is something powerful, something your muscles desperately need. You see, brown rice is not just a carb, it's a slow-burning fuel station. And after 50, your body doesn't just want energy, it wants steady energy. Energy that arrives calmly, reliably, and consistently, unlike white rice, which has been stripped of its nutrients. Brown rice keeps its outer layers, the bran and germ, where most of the vitamins, minerals, and muscle-up supporting compounds live. Because after 50, your muscle cells become more sensitive. They need the right kind of energy to activate and rebuild quick sugars, like those from white rice, white bread, or sweet snacks. Spike your blood sugar fast, then drop it hard. That crash. It leaves you feeling tired, unmotivated, and sluggish. And when your energy dips, your movement follows. And so does your strength. Brown rice solves that. It digests slowly, releasing energy over hours, not minutes, helping your muscles perform basic tasks, standing, walking, climbing, lifting the everyday movements that feel heavier than they used to. But that's not all. Brown rice contains magnesium, a mineral many. The forgotten energy. Source seniors are deficient in, often without knowing it. Why does that matter? Because magnesium is essential for muscle contraction. Without enough, your muscles cramp more often. They twitch, fatigue quickly, and can even feel stiff or unresponsive. Have you ever stood up too fast and felt your leg lock up? That could be low magnesium, and brown rice helps refill that gap gently, naturally, with every bite. It also delivers B vitamins, especially B12, which supports the nervous system. That means better communication between your brain and your muscles, so you move confidently, not cautiously. And when that signal is clear, your body begins to trust itself again. Here's how to use it. You don't need to eat bowls of it every day. Just one small bowl of brown rice 2 or 3 times a week, paired with a source of lean protein like chicken or lentils, is enough to start rebuilding your strength from the inside out. Think of it not as a side dish, but as a signal, a gentle message to your body that says, "We're fueling you, not for a sprint, but for life. A life where walking upstairs doesn't feel like climbing a mountain. A life where carrying groceries doesn't feel like lifting weights. A life where you move with quiet confidence." Not fear in the next section will reveal a food that doesn't fuel you. It repairs you, a food that speaks the language of amino acids. The building blocks your body needs to rebuild muscle tissue lost over time. And the best part, it's plant-based, easy to digest and just as powerful as meat without the heaviness. If Rick and Kuno is Repper, it's not flashy, it's not trendy anymore. But what it does inside your body, quietly, consistently, is remarkable. You see, most people think protein equals meat, but after 50, your body changes. Your digestion slows, your protein absorption drops, and your muscles become more selective. That means you could be eating enough and still losing strength. Not because of how much you eat, but because of what kind you eat. That's where quinoa comes in. It's one of the very few plant-based foods that offers something your body can't make on its own. Alina essences, plant proteins, Linza grants. Kuna delivers a full blueprints for 2, gentle muscle builder, Musla. Ragnarin in a forum, your body Rennis, and Conulus in Hurt Kuno Dyson. Just give your mushlas a push. It gives him the tools to build himself back up. But quinoa goes even further. It's rich in iron, which helps deliver oxygen to your muscle cells. Without oxygen, your muscles tire faster, and your recovery slows down. Ever felt exhausted from light activity like folding laundry or going for a walk? Low iron might be the reason quinoa also brings magnesium, just like brown rice. That means it supports proper muscle contraction and helps prevent cramping. And it contains fibre, which improves digestion. So the nutrients you eat don't just pass through, they reach the muscles that need them. Because here's something most people don't realise. Even a perfect diet won't help you rebuild if your body isn't absorbing what you eat. Now let's make this real. How much quinoa do you need? Just 1 cooked cup delivers around 8 grams of protein plus that complete amino acid profile. You can mix it into warm bowls, stir it into soups, or even add it to salads. It's light digestible and won't leave you feeling heavy or bloated. Unlike some animal proteins that get harder to tolerate as we age, don't overthink it. Don't overcomplicate it. Swap it for rice a few times a week, pair it with vegetables, olive oil, or a squeeze of lemon. Let each bite be a quiet message to your body. You're still capable. You're still growing. Let's rebuild, and here's the deeper truth. Protein isn't just about muscle. It's about confidence. The ability to get up from a chair without hesitation, to bend, lift reach, without fear, to trust your body again. And trust begins with giving your body what it understands. Quinoa is not a fad. It's not a superfood slogan. It's a simple tool your muscles can use, starting today. Let's talk about pain, not the sharp kind. Not the kind that screams, but the quiet, persistent kind. The kind that lingers, a stiffness in your joints, a heavy fatigue that never fully leaves a low-grade ache that feels like it's just part of aging. But what if it's not? What if that subtle ache is a message, a signal that your muscles are under attack? Not from injury, not from overuse, but from something far more silent and dangerous: inflammation. And here's the thing. Most people don't realize chronic inflammation is one of the biggest reasons your muscles weaken as you age 3. The tiny shield, it doesn't come with a fever, it doesn't come with swelling, but inside your body, it's eroding your strength. Cell-by-cell inflammation disrupts muscle repair. It interferes with protein absorption, and over time, it tells your body to break down rather than build up. But there's a powerful way to fight back, and it comes in the form of something so small you could hold it in your hand. Walnuts, because walnuts are packed with plant-based omega-3 fatty acids, specifically ALA-alpha. Linolenic acid omega-3s are like fire extinguishers for inflammation. They cool the body's internal stress, especially in muscles and joints. Most people associate omega-3s with fish, but walnuts deliver a vegetarian-friendly version that's perfect for daily use, and especially important for those who can't or don't eat seafood. But walnuts don't stop at omega-3s. They're also loaded with vitamin E and polyphenols, 2 types of antioxidants that defend your muscles from something called oxidative stress. This is the slow damage caused by free radicals, unstable molecules that attack healthy cells and speed up aging. And your muscles, they're often the first. Target vitamin E helps preserve muscle fibers. Polyphenols reduce the inflammation that prevents recovery together. They protect your strength before it ever gets lost. And yes, walnuts contain plant protein too. It's not a large amount, just about 4 grams per small handful. But when combined with their anti-inflammatory power, they help move your body from a state of breakdown to restoration. So what does that mean for you? It means fewer days of dragging your feet, fewer nights of joint aches, fewer moments of wondering, why do I feel so tired when I've barely done anything? Walnuts help you reclaim your energy, your resilience, and your ability to bounce back. Here's how to use them. You don't need to eat bags of them. Just 1 small handful per day is enough. Add them to your oatmeal in the morning, toss them into a salad, sprinkle them over Greek yogurt, or simply eat them. Plain chew slowly and let every bite remind you. This is fuel, this is protection, this is strength wrapped in a shell, and here's a bonus. Walnuts also help regulate cortisol, your body's primary stress mechanism. Nighttime defender hormone. When cortisol stays elevated, it breaks down muscle tissue. Walnuts help calm that storm, restoring balance. In the next section, we move from day to night because even if you eat well all day, most muscle loss doesn't happen while you're awake, it happens while you sleep. But what if there was a food that could stand guard while you rest, slowly feeding your muscles all night long? There is, and it's already waiting in your fridge. Let's continue. You've done everything right. You ate well, you moved, you stretched. Now you're resting asleep in the quiet dark of night, but while you sleep, something else is happening. Something most people never even consider. Your body enters a fasting state. No fuel, no energy, no protein in the bloodstream. And that's when your muscles begin to break down. Not because you're doing something wrong, but because they're starving for support. It's a silent process. And for seniors, it's one of the biggest contributors to muscle loss. But there's a way to stop it. You don't need pills, you don't need to wake up to drink a shake. You just need 1 bowl of something simple. Cottage cheese. Why cottage cheese? Because it's rich in casein protein, a slow digesting form of protein that feeds your muscles gradually over several hours. Unlike whey, which digests fast and fades quickly. Casein releases amino acids into your bloodstream throughout the night. This means your muscles are never left empty-handed. Instead of breaking down, they begin to repair. Imagine your body restoring itself while you sleep, cell by cell, fibre by fibre. That's what cottage cheese can do. But protein isn't the only gift it offers. Cottage cheese is also packed with calcium, which supports both muscle contraction and bone density. Two key pillars of strength and stability as we age. It's rich in vitamin B. 12, a nutrient critical for nerve function without enough B. 12, the communication between your brain and muscles begins to blur. You may feel fatigue, weakness, even dizziness, and not know why. Here's the surprising part: most seniors are B12 deficient, even those who eat well. Cottage cheese helps fill that silent gap, giving your muscles and nerves the clarity they've been asking for. So how do you use it? Simple. Just one small bowl before bed, 3 to 4 nights a week. You don't need to eat it. Plain top it with blueberries for antioxidants, walnuts for anti-inflammatory support, or a light drizzle of honey. If you prefer something sweet, choose low sodium, low sugar varieties for best results. It may not. 5 muscle multi-tool look like much, but in the still hours of the night, that quiet bowl is doing more than you realize. It's standing guard over your strength. It's keeping your muscles nourished. It's letting you wake up with just a little more energy, a little more stability, a little more confidence. And remember, you don't need to be perfect. You don't need to eat it every night. But when you do, you're sending a message to your body. Even in rest, I am rebuilding in the next section. We'll explore something that works alongside cottage cheese, but during the day it's creamy versatile and carries not only slow digesting protein, but something even more valuable. Probiotics. These tiny organisms support your gut, your immune system, and your muscles all at once. Let's meet your next quiet ally. Imagine if one food could rebuild your muscles, support your bones, improve your digestion and boost your immune system. All at the same time. It exists, and it's probably already sitting in your fridge: Greek yogurt. It may look simple, just a creamy white cup, but inside, it holds some of the most powerful tools your body needs to stay strong, mobile and resilient, especially after 50, like cottage cheese. Greek yogurt is rich in casein protein, that slow, steady fuel source that delivers amino acids to your muscles, over hours, not minutes. That means it works perfectly before bed, just like cottage cheese, but also during the day when your body is active, moving, bending, lifting and rebuilding, with around 20 grams of high-quality protein per cup. Greek yogurt gives your body what it needs to repair tissue, maintain strength, and bounce back faster after light activity. And if you're walking more, gardening, stretching, or doing light weights, this is the ideal recovery food: smooth, easy to digest, and incredibly efficient. But Greek yogurt has something extra that makes it a true muscle multi-tool: probiotics. These are the beneficial bacteria that live in your gut, and they're essential for seniors. Why? Because after 50, your digestion slows, your nutrient absorption drops. Even if you eat the right foods, your body might not be using them efficiently. Probiotics help change that. They improve 6 Oceans' secret gut health, so your body can actually extract and absorb the nutrients it needs, especially protein, calcium, and B vitamins, better. Gut health, better muscle function, better nutrient uptake, faster recovery, more strength, more stability, more confidence. Greek yogurt also delivers a full package of essential nutrients: calcium to support strong bones and proper muscle contraction, phosphorus to enhance energy production and repair vitamin D to improve calcium absorption and boost muscle coordination, all in one smooth, spoonable serving. Here's how to use it. Choose plain, unsweetened Greek yogurt, the kind without added sugars. You can eat it in the morning with blueberries and ground flaxseed in the afternoon, with a drizzle of honey and a sprinkle of walnuts, or in the evening instead of cottage cheese if you prefer a lighter option. It's flexible, it's forgiving, and most importantly, it's consistent. You don't need to measure, you don't need to weigh. You just need to enjoy it, knowing that every spoonful is telling your body you're still strong, you're still capable, and we're giving you what you need to keep going. in the next section. We'll head to the sea, where one type of food delivers a double dose of strength, a complete protein to build muscle, and powerful omega-3s to reduce inflammation and increase nutrient sensitivity. You've heard of it before, but you might not realize just how much it can transform your strength after 60. Let's dive in. There's a hidden treasure in the sea. It doesn't sparkle, it doesn't come in a fancy package, but inside, its soft, flaky flesh is one of the most powerful muscle-restoring combinations on the planet. It's called fatty fish, and if you're over 60, this could be the game changer you've been missing. We're talking about fish, like salmon, mackerel, sardines, tuna. What do they all have in common? They offer complete protein, the kind your body uses to rebuild muscle, and they deliver 2 omega-3 fatty acids. Your muscles need to respond and grow, EPA and DHA. Here's why that matters as we age. Our muscles become less responsive to protein. You can eat the right foods and still lose strength. It's not just about how much protein you get, it's about whether your cells know what to do with it. Omega-3s are like messengers. They help your muscle cells become more sensitive to protein. They open the door, letting the nutrients in so they can start doing their job. Think 7. Foundation of strength of omega-3s as translators for your muscles. Without them, it's like your body is getting the right message in the wrong language. But their role doesn't stop there. Omega-3s also fight one of the most silent threats to your strength: chronic inflammation. Inflammation interferes with muscle recovery. It slows your ability to rebuild, and it keeps your body in a state of breakdown. Fatty fish help reverse that. They reduce inflammation at the cellular level, calming your body from the inside out, so your muscles can move from survival to growth. And there's more. A single 100-degree serving of salmon gives you around 20 of complete protein, a potent dose of omega-3s, and vitamin D, which helps your body absorb calcium and supports coordination. That's a full package for your muscles, bones, and nervous system, all in one meal. And for those struggling with joint stiffness or limited mobility, the anti-inflammatory effects of fatty fish can also ease joint pain, making movement easier and muscle recovery more possible. So how do you use it? Aim for 2 to 3 servings per week. You can grill it, bake it, or steam it. Avoid frying, which adds unhealthy fats, or heavily salting it, which can counteract the anti-inflammatory benefits. A few simple ideas: salmon filet with steamed vegetables and brown rice sardines on whole grain toast tuna, mixed with Greek yogurt instead of mayo for a light protein-rich snack. And remember, it's not about perfection, it's about consistency. Each serving sends a clear signal to your body: we're not done. We're rebuilding one bite at a time. In the next section, we'll bring it back to the foundation. The one food group that underpins it all. Not exotic, not trendy, but essential, because without it, your muscles have no raw material to build with. Let's meet the most important daily habit for muscle recovery after 60. It's simple, it's affordable, and it might already be on your plate. Let's keep going. Studies show that seniors who consume 15 to 25 grams of protein per meal maintain significantly more muscle mass and strength, even without lifting weights. It's not about how much protein you eat in one day. It's about how it's spread across your day. For example, a boiled egg in the morning, a serving of chicken or lentils at lunch, a cup of Greek yogurt in the evening, a few ounces. How to structure your day of strength of fish or tofu at dinner. Small actions, big results. Because here's what happens when you build every meal around protein: your muscles stop shrinking and start responding. Your energy doesn't crash halfway through the day. Your body doesn't feel like it's constantly behind. Instead, it starts catching up, repairing, rebuilding, getting ready to move again. Not just without pain, but with purpose. In the next section, we'll tie it all together with a simple, flexible daily meal rhythm built around real food that helps you recover. move and thrive after 60. Because the real goal isn't just to eat better, it's to feel stronger, to move confidently, to wake up in a body that supports you, not one that's slowly slipping away. Let's put it all together. You've met your defenders. 9 foods each with a purpose, each with a message. But here's the truth that matters most. You don't have to eat all 9 every single day. Restoring your strength doesn't require perfection. It requires rhythm, a quiet, steady devotion to the body that's still here, still capable, still ready to grow. So what does a day of strength actually look like? Let's build it together. Start with a bowl of Greek yogurt. Top it with blueberries for antioxidant protection. Add a spoonful of ground flaxseed for omega-3s and gut support. Sprinkle a few walnuts for anti-inflammatory power and protein. Simple cold. No cooking required. In 5 minutes, you've already activated 5 of the 9 foods. And more importantly, you've told your muscles, I'm with you today. Lunch is your anchor pair. A lean protein like grilled salmon, chicken or lentils with a small serving of brown rice, steamed or sautéed vegetables. A sprinkle of chopped walnuts for texture and extra recovery power. The brown rice provides slow digesting energy. The protein begins the rebuilding process, and the omega-3s calm the silent inflammation that's been holding you back. This isn't just lunch, it's a repair centre served on a plate. You don't need a full meal here, just something that continues the rhythm. Try a boiled egg or small serving of Greek yogurt, a few walnuts, or spoonful of cottage cheese, a cup of green tea water, or warm broth to hydrate and soothe. This isn't snacking. This is strategic recovery. Each bite supports your muscles without overwhelming your digestion. Dinner is about closure, not heaviness. Build your plate with a serving of quinoa fuel plus repair. A lean protein grilled tofu chicken, white fish or beans, roasted vegetables with olive oil and herbs. And if you're still a little hungry, later return to your quiet nighttime ally. A small bowl of cottage cheese, let it stand guard while you sleep, feeding your muscles throughout the night with its slow, releasing casein. This isn't a strict plan. This is a template, a guide, a rhythm. Final message: you are not broken. You're rebuilding. That reminds your body every few hours. You are not fading, you are returning. You don't have to count calories. You don't need to weigh food. You just need to build around this one question. Am I feeding my strength today? If the answer is yes, even once you're all ready,